Hello, if you are a subscriber, it's good to see you again. If you are not a subscriber, let's be honest for a second. Aren't you tired of seeing bullshit on YouTube and people talk about technical analysis and you know on the bottom of your heart they don't really know what you're talking about? Let me give you some evidence that I actually do know what I'm talking about. This is the crypto market currently. We have done this pattern and it was looking great. Everyone is super bullish, then we broke it, and now we're down 10%. I was also someone who thought it was great, but I changed my mind and I thought this was going to end soon. So here's proof that I actually sold all my crypto. This is my balance on my trading account on Binance. This is my US dollar allocation. You see, all my money is in crypto, right? And I sold it all. You know that because I have no money in crypto. All my money is in cash. And so what did I say? I said this pattern on Ethereum probably will not continue. There is absolutely, well, let's see what I actually said. When you see something follow a trend for that long without a major breakout on the upside, it gets riskier and riskier, and the chances of a correction gets worse and worse. I've lost money on a lot of these type of moves like space and TLTs, so now I'm learning from my mistakes. And I concluded with, I say it's safer to get out of your Ethereum longs if you are leveraged to the tits. And what do you know? I posted this 3 days ago. So that was literally, I think it was November 13th. On this candle, I sold out of everything. And 1, 2, 3 days later, hell's break loose. So when you see people on technical analysis give technical analysis videos and they just say what's on the charts already, just know that they don't really know what they're talking about, because literally anyone with any decent experience with technical analysis would have seen this coming and would have preemptively said, guys, I'm selling out of everything, and shown evidence that they did. All right, so I give myself a little bit of credit for that because that's a great call. Because Pentoshi on Twitter also caught that, and you know how crazy that was when me and Pentoshi, literally maybe an hour after I posted this, Pentoshi put on Twitter that he's also bearish on Ethereum. I felt so freaking cool after that because that means me and Pentoshi are on the same wavelength. That's freaking sick. But anyways, I called that shit out and it dropped. And on this YouTube video on November 12th, because I thought Ethereum was a little weird or going to get a little bearish, I also thought AXS was going to go down a whole bunch. And well, I guess I was correct because the entire market went down, but I was correct on AXS. It did go down a whole bunch. When I made that video, it was at 142, now it's at 134. I do expect it to go down a lot lower. So now let's talk about what's going to happen, what is happening right now, and what I think is going to happen in the future. So Ethereum seems to be making a very similar pattern to what it did earlier. Both times they broke out over a period of previous all-time high. Just for a reference, this line you see right here is the previous all-time high in the last cycle back in 2018. And so you could see that we broke out of that line. Let's go to the daily to get into more detail. So what I mean by the similarities is that both of these trend lines that I show on yellow, they break out of a previous high, and this was a previous high. They formed a top, and then they break this support line, this trend line. Okay, that's what we did there, and that's what we did here. And we always find support on the same line that was previously resistance, and that's also what we're doing here. Previous resistance, now acting as support. So what is my guess? Well, I also believe that Ethereum will underperform Bitcoin for all of Q4. Well, not all of Q4, but for a great deal of Q4. So I think that we will be trading between these two lines over here for the rest of the year, or until at least mid-December. So that is between 4,000, let's bring this down a little bit, 4,000 and 4,800. I will stand by this, and if I'm wrong on this call, so be it, and I'll gladly own up to it. But I will not act like I'm not going to say, guys, I totally called this out earlier when I actually didn't. I'm going to make my stand right now. Not expecting us to go lower, and if we do, I would be surprised, but I am expecting us to trade between these ranges, this range, until the end of Q4 or the beginning of next year. When it comes to Bitcoin, I don't really know exactly what it's going to do, but I do know I wouldn't be surprised at all if this is the bottom right here. And I would expect Q4 to be very good for Bitcoin because usually it overperforms Ethereum. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Bitcoin goes up. It just means that even if Bitcoin and Ethereum went down, Bitcoin would lose relatively less than Ethereum. So, but my overall picture for Q4 is that Bitcoin is pretty bullish. This is probably, in my opinion, a bottom. So, what else should I show you guys? Well, I also think that when it comes to with Ethereum, you have to understand that it loves to do this pattern of coming back to previous high. So what do I mean by that? So I'm going to go to the daily and show you guys this very distinct pattern. Every single line that you see here is a previous high. So let's say here, that's a previous high. Here is a previous high. So this is actually a perfect example of what Ethereum likes to do. It likes to go up, break a previous high, but it always likes coming down and testing it as support once again. And you can see that here. This is like the previous high. Ethereum breaks above it and it comes back down and retests it as support. That's what it also does here. Breaks high, tests it as previous support. Except for this time it failed because it was the top of the market cycle. So let's delete that. Let's delete that. Let's go all the way over here. All right. Look at the patterns you see. Breaks previous high, retests it, breaks previous high again, and it retests it right here, fails a retest, okay? And then it breaks above previous high, breaks above it, and what do you know? We once again test it. Ethereum always comes back and retests the previous high. This is a key feature of Ethereum. This doesn't really happen often to a lot of other coins, I think, including Bitcoin, but it does happen a lot for Ethereum. So even something like this comes back up, always tests previous high, and this time it failed, right? So what do you get? What do you think is going to happen? Beginning of the year, right? Let's say that you see only this part of the charts and you see Ethereum breaking out. Do you FOMO in and just think that, okay, right now it's $1,600, it's gonna moon to $4,000 with zero pullbacks? Oh my God, no, you're gonna wait because you know the history of Ethereum always pulls back to this line, and you're gonna trust your technical analysis instead of going on Twitter and looking on YouTube and seeing all these freaking weird people talk about nothing that they know anything about. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna wait for that pullback that has happened every single time, and you're gonna buy at the low point, retesting the previous high. And so you could take another guess what happens when we break above this high. Oh my God. Okay, let's say you're right here, right? Oh my God, it broke above. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna miss out. Nope. Just stay calm, wait for it to pull back like it did right here. Get in at a decent price. Get in at 1969 instead of getting all the way at 2100. Okay? Oh, and it broke out again. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss out. Well, you can guess again exactly what happened. We came back down and retested previous high. Okay? And so let's keep going. Let's keep going in this saga. Actually, if you really look at this too, we retested this previous high like 1, 2, 3 times. That was quite amazing. So let's come back over here. Okay? This is the high that we made. All right, somewhere around this vicinity. Okay? And I'll let you, the viewer, guess what happens next. You get in, right? This is recent. This is October. You remember seeing everything on Twitter, everything on YouTube, all these crypto people, they're all saying Ethereum's going to moon, right? December is when Bitcoin peaks. We're going to go to 300,000 Bitcoin. We're going to go like 20,000 Ethereum. And so when we broke out of here, you must have been like, oh, well, I don't want to single you out and say you. But for a lot of people, they must have thought, oh my God, I'm going to miss out. Holy shit, I'm going to break out. It's breaking out. I'm going to miss out of everything. But if you did any work at all and knew anything about technical analysis of Ethereum, literally maybe just put in an hour of work, you would have seen that we would always come back and retest. So I did something similar. I waited and I waited and I waited. And I think I bought again here because I'm DCing back into crypto. So I basically sold when we broke out, sold over here, sold all of my Bitcoin, ETH, ADA, AXS, Solana, Matic, Atom, And then in my trading account, not my major account, but this is my trading account that I do mess around in. So I sold it on this candle, and I knew we were going to pull back and retest the previous high. Not because I'm very smart, not because I could predict the future, none of that. It's literally just because I took a look back into history and took 1 hour to look at the previous history of Ethereum. And that's why I think this is going to be near the bottom. So if you guys enjoy this video, please like, give me a subscribe if you think this technical analysis was in any way valuable to you. And to be honest, if you're one of the few that made it all the way to the end, then you must know that this video did provide some sort of value to you, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, because honestly, I'm sick and tired of people who might not have a lot of financial freedom YOLO all their money into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and listen to nonsense on Twitter or YouTube. And when things like this happen, the people that lose out the most are those people who don't have a lot to begin with. And I am honestly just so sick and tired of seeing things like that anymore. That's why I made this channel. That's why I have my Twitter. That's why I have my Instagram. Literally, just if I could help one person from losing all their money due to some stupid things, all of this would be worth it. So this was the video. This is my stocks journey, and I hope you guys have a great day. See you guys later.